Eretoronic here, master weaver of mystery suspense thrillers, as well as broadcaster of astrology. First, I'd like to thank you guys for being here with me today, lending me your ears, your eyes, and your time. I know it is valuable. Therefore, I will be sharing valuable information with you that will help you to navigate the week's upcoming challenges, take advantage of its opportunities and assistance aspecting you, and even be able to look forward to the blessings. I implore you to watch your sun, moon, and rising sign video as it paints a clearer picture of what you'll be dealing with for the week beginning Sunday, September 26th. This month's newsletter spotlights authors from the indie and traditional worlds of publishing, so don't forget to tap into Mental Chatter Musings monthly newsletter for the sneak peeks and author interviews for Monica Walters and Stephanie M. Freeman. In addition to that, don't hesitate to check out Diamond's World today, Sunday, at 7 p.m. to discuss Last Stop from Innocence, penned by Tikira Allen. Of course, you can always tap into the Intentional Life Club Mondays and Fridays from 8:30 to 11 a.m. on Clubhouse. Stop on over with Legio Hunt and the crew if you intend to live an intentional life. Now, as always, you can stop by ICU Reading and Chatting, the Facebook group, of course, for the impromptu freestyles for their Freestyle Friday selection. If you'd like to participate as an artist, contact Ebony Evans. She's the president of ICU Reading and Chatting Book Club. And actually this Sunday, there will be a live discussion with author Untamed regarding her book, The View. So I will definitely be posting that on my page. You guys should definitely tune in. I am actually a reader of Untamed, and she is a brilliant writer. So don't hesitate to stop by this Sunday. Now that I am done with the announcements. Oh, I forgot. Don't forget to tap into Murder, Mysteries, and Mayhem. It's put on by one of our spotlights for the month, Stephanie M. Freeman, where they talk all things murder, mystery, and mayhem. Stop by on Clubhouse Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right, let's get into why we are here. The horoscopes are coming up next. Well, the astrology is coming up next, and then following will be your tarot portion. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, or Rising Sign people. Eretoronic here with your astrology portion of your tarot reading for the week of September 26th. Now, today the sun is in Libra, of course, at 3 degrees. It's prompting you to be less trusting and obliging of others because someone may be around misusing your good intent or your talents even. Have you dealt with this situation before? You should search your mind to find the lesson, lest you'll learn the hard way. Now, the North Node in Gemini and the Sun in Libra are trining one another, with Scorpio and Vesta at 3 degrees directly aspecting Gemini. So a blessing moves you in the direction of your highest aspirations as it pertains to a partnership, either romantic with a child or even in the creative sphere. Now, this is about work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others, your devotion in that area. You know, your devotion to work, your devotion to being of service to others, whether it's a romantic partner, a lover, or a child, or even, someone in the creative sphere. Some type of blessing comes through within that partnership regarding, your devotion. And it's bringing in a blessing. So this means a blessing is coming directly for you due to that devotion or commitment to a partner. Okay. Now, I would say with Venus being in Scorpio, it could also have something to do with money or finances, maybe even something you're passionate about. Now, the moon in Gemini, Mars in Libra, and Saturn in Aquarius are going to make a trine at 7 degrees, bringing blessings that push us through a challenge within a partnership. Here is where restrictions and responsibilities can either ease, or a restriction or responsibility that's on you that's been a challenge actually comes through and shows, foretells a blessing for you. So the challenges you've been seeing in romance, creative endeavors, and children, and the restrictions and responsibilities that's been put on you as far as, like friends and social groups and things due to what you think and preach, or you putting out your education and skills, maybe you traveling, you going places that are at a distance from you, or dealing with others at a distance from you. It's going to bring you some type of blessing, okay, around that 7 degrees. Now, in the afternoon, the sun is going to shift to 4 degrees later on in the afternoon. If you're out being active, I want you to watch out for accidents, pay attention, basically in every way. Now, for you, this squares your money. So you want to watch out for overspending, going overboard with the money, or overindulging. Someone around you could be trying to take advantage of you in your business or personal life. So look out for the hidden motives of others as it pertains to your personal money or resources, or your shared finances, something you're passionate about. It could even have to do with sex or intimacy, but it's dealing with a child, a romantic partner, or someone within a creative endeavor. And this energy actually carries over to Monday. So again, even on Monday, the 27th, with the sun in Libra at 4 degrees, you could be aspected with someone trying to take advantage of you in some way, whether it's your resources or your money, whether it's in a sexual manner, or if it has to do with something that you're passionate about. You just need to make sure that you're looking for the hidden motives of others on Monday and you're paying attention. Now, the moon in Gemini at 19 degrees is directly aspecting Venus in Scorpio at 19 degrees. So communication is about romance, finances, and pleasure. What are your highest aspirations, where your soul is concerned, where your ego is concerned? Okay, because it's directly aspecting you with that goodness, of romance, finances, and pleasure. That's definitely coming your way, and it'll give you that boost of ego. Now, the sun will shift into 5 degrees Libra that evening. So on Monday evening, the sun is going to shift into 5 degrees of the sign of Libra. So that's telling you that your hard work and honesty and wisdom is going to pay off in some way. And that energy that when that sun shifts over to 5 degrees on Tuesday, it'll carry over to Tuesday too. So your hard work and honesty and wisdom is going to pay off on Tuesday as well. It could also pay off on that day. But anyway, let's stick with Monday right now and talk about the planet of Neptune. It's the planet of dreams, illusions, delusions, intuition, and things like that, spirituality. It's in Pisces at 21 degrees, and it's going to quintile the true node in Gemini at 3 degrees. So this is about your aspirations. Okay, this is about on a soul level who you want to become, and someone assisting you or helping you out in the way of career. If you have any aspects between 18 and I would say, or maybe 19 and 24 degrees of Pisces, or 0 to 6 degrees of Gemini, you're going to get this assistance, especially where someone has been uncouth or greedy or unyielding as to their inner wilds as it pertains to you. You're going to get some type of reprieve or assistance on Monday. Now, remember that Mercury is going to go retrograde on Monday. All right. So it's going to go retrograde in Libra at 25 degrees. If you have any aspects between 22 and 28 degrees, someone could speak up for you or put their neck out on the line for you. But this transit doesn't only happen on Monday. You know, it's going retrograde. So it's going to carry through until, for like 3 weeks. And then you have to go through the shadow period. So communication and skills is going to be about your partnerships as far as romance, creative endeavors, and children for the next month at the very least. And with that being said, for the next few weeks, it's going to be about the past. Okay, maybe past romance relationships, past creative endeavors or people, things that you dealt with before within a partnership with your children. That's what the communication is going to be about. So let's talk about the next few weeks with this retrograde aspecting, and what you can expect in the way of communication and skills as it pertains to your romantic partner, your creative endeavors, and your children when it deals with the past. The blessings that are going to come in are going to be coming directly to you because of what you think and preach, your education and skills, and things at a distance from you, or even you traveling, even you pulling creative partners in at a distance from you, you traveling with your children or your lover. That's all aspecting you for blessings due to maybe past creative works or, the past in some way. You're having blessings coming in. In addition to that, for the next few weeks, you can expect assistance and opportunities coming your way as far as romantic partners, children, and creative endeavors. The communication coming in, your partnerships will be assisting you. Okay. This is about short distance travel. So this could be you having fun or having the opportunity to go out and, on a date with a lover, or have fun with a child or someone within a creative endeavor, or someone within your networks of people, communicating you even some type of assistance to maybe help you to get your creative works out there. This could be a sibling also, either babysitting for you or lending you assistance, maybe hooking you up with a lover, or or something like that. You have those things aspecting you. And it looks like you might be having a little fun because the South Node is in Sagittarius and your partnerships are really wanting to have fun. Delve into those lower vibrational tendencies. Now, as far as the friction that you're going to see due to, friction in communication, or friction with your skills, or challenges with your skills as to your creative works, or speaking with a romantic partner or a child, or dealing with them, those challenges are going to be with money. So don't argue about money, because you might find that you're doing that. Watch out for having to either spend some money on kids, or kids misusing your resources in some type of way, or your money, or borrowing money, or asking you for money. People within a creative sphere may be misusing your resources, or you just having your money strained because of those areas of romance, creative endeavors, and children, and play, maybe too much play. Watch out for things that you're passionate about, because you might be pouring more money than you should be into it, or exerting more energy trying to make money because you're spending it in those areas. Okay. So be mindful of that for the next 30 days. Now, on Tuesday, September the 28th, the sun is in Libra at 5 degrees. Like I said, your hard work and honesty and wisdom can pay off. And with the moon in Cancer trining Vesta in Scorpio, at 4 degrees, commitments or your devotion to home and family can bear fruit in some type of way. It could be about shared finances or something you're passionate about. And for you, yes, it does look like it's money for you. It's got to do with some type of money and some kind of it's got to do with maybe where you are of service to someone else. Because let's see, I would look. Yeah, this is going to be maybe work, health, daily routines, or where you are of service to someone is going to bear some type of fruit for you in the way of money or resources on Tuesday, especially if you have any placements around that 0 to 7 degrees of Cancer or Scorpio, or I would say 1 to 7 degrees of Cancer or Scorpio. You know, the further away you are from the degree, the lesser strength of the blessing. Okay. Now, Tuesday evening, the sun is going to shift into 6 degrees of Libra, your sector of romance, creative endeavors, and children. I want you to ask yourself how far you're willing to go to get what you want, and be mindful of your passions getting the best of you. You don't want to compromise your morals or do anything that goes against your soul's purpose. In the same token, don't allow anyone to misuse your talents. Tolerance is required here to overcome issues, especially as it pertains to things you're passionate about or money. Violence is warned against. Try not to get angry or argue with a lover, a child, or someone within a creative endeavor because of money or resources. Okay? Now, on Wednesday, the 29th, the sun is in Libra at 6 degrees. And it's still asking you, how far are you willing to go? Be mindful of your passions. Don't compromise your morals. Don't do anything that goes against your soul's purpose. Don't argue with anybody about money or resources, okay? And don't let anyone misuse your talents, money, or resources, no matter who it is, whether it's a child, a lover, or someone within a creative sphere. The sun in Libra at 6 degrees is eventually going to trine Saturn in Aquarius, and it's going to bring you some type of blessing because of some type of restriction or responsibility within a relationship. Okay? At the same time, the moon in Cancer at 14 degrees is going to sextile Uranus and Taurus at 14 degrees. So if you have any placements between 11 and 17 degrees of Cancer or Taurus, this is going to bring you some type of I would say shocking opportunity or assistance coming your way through home and family. And it's probably some type of monetary assistance or a resource that's going to be secret that nobody knows about because this is in the way of secret sacrifice and solitude. Okay, even closure. Somebody gives you some assistance, maybe some resource that brings you closure, or maybe even tells you some type of shocking secret that brings you help in some way in the way of money or resources. Okay. Now, on Wednesday, I'm on Wednesday, I believe. On Wednesday evening, the sun is going to shift to 7 degrees in the evening. So that's when somebody might be knocking on your nerves, okay? Don't allow anyone to take you out of your square or act up or come up out of character because it can go further than you like, and you don't want to get into an argument or altercation. Now, remember, in order to call things good in order to manifest, you have to keep your energies clean and on the same level. You have to vibrate on that level. So don't let a child, a romantic partner, or someone within a creative sphere take you out of your square. Okay. You know, I know you might be passionate about things, but just, don't allow that to happen. And that actually carries over into Thursday where that can happen. Just keep it cool. Keep a cool head. Okay. On Thursday, Saturn in Aquarius is also going to trine Lilith in your sign. Okay, so your basic instincts, your primal instincts, is going to bring you some type of blessing. Okay, where you've had these restrictions and responsibilities, in your education and skills and what you think and preach. Maybe even you say something that brings about some type of blessing, if it's not just if it's not just your creative works or something like that. This looks like it has something to do with long distance travel, or maybe even you communicating with someone at a distance from you. But a goal could definitely be accomplished. A blessing could definitely come through for you as it pertains to that, your basic instincts and what you say, what you come out with, your education and skills, and, people and things at a distance from you, or you traveling. Now, on Thursday, the sun is going to shift to 8 degrees in the evening. Okay. So in the evening, don't let life get you down. Don't get depressed, or, if you're untrusting of someone, of another, if you, communicate your concerns, do your research. If you feel like you can't trust the horse's mouth, and this could have to do with a romantic partner, especially for those of you who might be out of town and you're talking to your romantic partner and issues of trust comes up, it could be with a child, or it could be, within a creative endeavor. But you could feel that you might need to seek some spiritual assistance, maybe a tarot reader, or, astrologer. Maybe you need to come back and listen to the horoscopes, because if you have any placements between 5 and 11 degrees of Libra, those square your angles as far as Cancer and Capricorn. Okay, so that squares your finances. Maybe you don't trust someone as far as finances or resources. Maybe they're lying about something. Maybe even sex and intimacy, because it is squaring those areas. So be mindful of getting into an argument or something like that, or getting down, or thinking, somebody's lying to you or cheating on you. They could be, because it is squaring those areas. But just do some research before you jump the gun. That's all I'm saying. These energies carry over into Friday, where you're untrusting of that person, or they're untrusting of you. Virtue within partnerships on Friday could really come into question with that sun in Libra at 8 degrees. Okay. On Friday, also, the moon in Leo at 6 degrees is going to square Saturn in Aquarius. So a challenge or an issue dealing with restrictions or responsibilities involving, this is about communication, siblings, short distance travel, and your networks of people squaring, some type of challenges, or you having to put more energy in to the area of long distance travel, education and skills, what you think and preach. So this is you. Maybe even communicating to someone at a distance from you, or getting your message out. There's going to be some type of block there. Okay. So something hampering your goals, or something like that deals with you. It could even be travel. Okay, that could be travel too, because that hits long distance and short distance. So that could be some type of issue with travel too, or some delays with travel that you could be dealing with. Now, the square from the moon in Leo, the moon in your sector of communication, siblings, your networks of people, and where you are dealing with short distance travel, it's going to square Vesta and Scorpio. So it's going to square some of your commitments. It's going to square some of your, maybe your devotion. And this is going to happen prior to the moon and Leo square. Okay, with that restrictions and responsibilities. It looks like some of you might be having problems with travel. And maybe because of the issues with travel or communication, you can't, maybe you miss a commitment where you were supposed to be of service to someone, because it's dealing with work, health, daily routines, and where you are of service to others. And it's about your devotion or your commitment in that area. There's a friction in communication, or maybe even with a sibling or someone in your networks of people. Maybe you were supposed to do something and you're not able to do it because of a delay in travel, or because of the distance between you, or some type of commitment you can't make, or some type of commitment pops up and it throws things off for you. Okay, so you have opportunities to overcome these challenges within this partnership once the moon sextiles Mars and Libra later on in the afternoon. It'll lend you some type of assistance or opportunities through romantic partners, children, or creative works. Now, the sun in Libra at 8 degrees is going to sextile the moon in Leo at 8 degrees, revealing an opportunity or some type of assistance within a romantic partnership, maybe with a child or within a creative endeavor. But you're going to get help. Yeah, like I said, through a sibling or someone within your networks of people, or maybe even a neighbor. They're going to communicate some type of assistance with you, or to you. Maybe they're helping you with a child or something like that, or with a creative endeavor, or maybe you get an opportunity to go out with your romantic partner because you have that assistance or help there, or that opportunity finally comes in, later on. Or well, actually, that's not later on. Actually, that's earlier in the day. Things clear up for you through the help of someone else. Now, later on Friday, the sun is going to shift to 9 degrees later in the afternoon. That's when you want to keep an eye out on your children. Okay? They may get into trouble. Neglect can surface and cause havoc or misfortunes. In fact, the energies are in the air, and it could be influenced by their inner wilds, as opposed to justice and order prevailing. Maybe somebody's digging deeper into their inner wilds. Deep-seated issues could require counseling or therapy. Be mindful for me, Gemini, that if you are receiving assistance and somebody else is watching your kids, you want to be careful of maybe a romantic partner, a child, or someone within a creative endeavor misusing your resources, or this might even be a child taking your money or misusing your money. Or, how kids get on a computer and buy Roblox bucks with their credit card or something like that. It could be something as small as that, or it could be something sexual too. So you want to watch out who you're letting watch your kids. If you go out on a date and you got somebody babysitting your kids, watch that, because it's squaring sex and intimacy too. That area of romance, creative endeavors, and children, it's squaring sex and intimacy as well. It's not only squaring money, but it's squaring that area too. So just watch out for your kids on Friday evening and even going into Saturday. So for those of you letting your kids spend the night over somebody's house, or you're going out, I'm sorry for the noise, or you're letting them spend the night at somebody's house, or you're going out, be careful and watch out who you let watch your kids. They might put your kids in a situation to where they're going to need some therapy or counseling. This could also be you needing some therapy and counseling so that you don't go overboard with the spending. Maybe you need to address some type of poverty consciousness that you grew up with when you were younger, and then it causes you to overcompensate. Now, also on Saturday, the moon in Leo is going to sextile Mercury in Libra at 23 degrees. This is an opportunity to spark some type of communication or find assistance for a romantic partner, so you can go out and have fun, maybe with a child or a creative endeavor. Now, for you, this opportunity is going to be through siblings, your networks of people, or maybe even a neighbor. Some type of partnership is going to be It could be somebody in the neighborhood that likes you. It could be somebody in your networks of people that's offering you romance. It could be them offering you help with a creative endeavor. It could be them offering you help or offering you assistance with your children, to watch your children, to help your children, or something like that. So um, that communication is going to be offered to you Saturday. If you have any aspects around 20 to 26 degrees of Leo or Libra. Now, this happens before the moon in Leo squares Venus and Scorpio. So, like I said, you might be overindulging a little bit, with a romantic partner, having fun and going out and playing, maybe even with your children. Maybe if you're smart, you will take your children, because with that aspecting of, you needing to keep an eye on them, you might want to take your kids with you. Now, luck within a partnership on Saturday is on the menu, because Jupiter in your sector of education and skills, what you think and preach, and things at a distance from you, maybe even long distance travel, you might have the opportunity to do so, to travel, or to speak your truth, or to showcase your education and skills, because of someone assisting you or helping you, or someone lending you that lucky opportunity in your area of siblings, your networks of people, or a neighbor. Okay, the moon in that sector is going to aspect Pisces with illusions and delusions, inspiration. So, with that being said, with that direct aspect there, maybe even communication comes through that sparks your intuition, or that sparks, you know, something for you. But this isn't career. This has to do with career. So this is about communication and career, or whatever it is you master. If you're not, working, if you're retired, could be about something that you master, but it's directly aspecting communication and your networks of people, something coming in for you. All right. And at the same time, you got that lucky assistance with what you think and preach. Lastly, on Saturday, the sun transits to 10 degrees in the evening, and it's prompting you not to be hypocritical or boastful. Okay. You might have a strike of good luck through a partner, whether it's a child, a romantic partner, or a creative endeavor. Success requires hard work and effort, though. Remember that. God bless you, and stay tuned for the tarot portion of your reading. Hello, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising Sign people. E-Ray Taronic here to give you your tarot portion of your reading for the week of September the 26th. So, this week, your week is permeated by the Queen of Cups. Now, you could be a water sign, moon, or rising person, or this could just be speaking as to your emotional security. It could be speaking as to your intuitive insight, or maybe someone that you're dealing with that has intuitive insight. The Queen is a person that advises you to take care of yourself. She also advises you to let the heart lead the mind, instead of just being logical. Okay. The Queen of Cups is also someone who reminds you to attend to your deeper needs. Okay. Now, the first situation, you got like kind of some stuff going on here, okay? Because number one, you have the Six of Wands aspecting, and the Six of Wands either talks about some type of public recognition, some success, some type of victory, The Wands card also talks about success and things like that, maybe a time to celebrate, resolving legal matters, delayed contracts, maybe even a work issue, But it's about good news, you know, and it looks like you're going on a new journey because you have the Fool card. A new journey is aspecting you, or a new journey is aspecting you, but there's some type of conflicts or fights going on within this new journey, because you got the Five of Swords, which talks about tension or loss or conflict. Now, the tension or conflict within this new journey could be about material reward or money, because you have the Six of Pentacles aspecting that situation. Okay, and the Six of Pentacles talks about some type of charity, generosity, um, appreciation from a business associate, you know, like a payout or something like that. And this is what you're either fighting for or over, this payout. Okay, so this is definitely aspecting you this week. Now, the thing I'm concerned about is these. I got 3 upside down cards that all went together in one set. Okay, you have the Five of Pentacles, and the Five of Pentacles talks about like spiritual poverty or recovery from a financial loss. Okay, so money problems are potential and severe when the 5 is reversed, but some security or partnerships could be at risk. Okay, because greed or poor judgment have led to some type of dire straits. Okay, the fault lies with you or somebody close to you. Okay, it's not external circumstances, as this card portends when it's upside down. You have to accept where you are and try to work your way out of this mess. So this is what you're trying to do this week. Don't fear rejection if you're out seeking help. But you what's aspecting that card is the Eight of Wands upside down. And that's frustration, delays. You're unsure about an opportunity that's under consideration. You need to maybe listen to your gut. There might be too much at risk or too much wasted energy. It might be hard to access an opportunity that you're looking out trying to access right now. Beware of making rash or hasty decisions, okay? Especially with this partnership in jeopardy, or this business situation or contract or whatever in jeopardy. Be very careful, be mindful of that. Now, clarifying these 3 cards, or clarifying those 2 cards, is the Devil card reverse. So you could be a Capricorn moon or rising sign person, or the Devil card implicates that situations could be a little more severe than you'd like as far as this goes. This could be an unhappy, destructive affair, or it could be a struggle with some type of addiction that's hampering you, or somebody in your life. But the Devil reverse shows an inability, or a unwillingness to break a bond that has no future, due to desperation. It could be low self-esteem. You need to understand the extent of your bondage to this addiction or whatever this is you have an addiction to, before you can see a way out of it. But you're definitely, it's like this is really affecting you, these delays or whatever this is. Don't make any rash decisions to try to get out of this delay or money situation that you're in. You need to be very, very careful. Because I can see that you're looking out. I can see that you're trying to create some type of win. You're planning for the future, okay? And with you planning for the future, it's either about money, or you might be looking to a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn person, or you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn moon or rising, and you're looking out to create something new. Okay, you're looking out to create something, well, not necessarily something new, but to create maybe your win or your public recognition in this situation, or your money, or your making of more money. This is what you're trying to generate. You're trying to generate and plan for this. You could be a businesswoman of some kind, a provider, a patron of the arts. And it's telling you to use your creativity. You know, you have all the tools you need at your disposal, but just don't do anything hasty or something that will make you work against yourself. You know, your challenge is you holding on to hope and keeping hope, because you're wanting to walk away from this. You or somebody else is aspecting the Eight of Cups, and you're wanting to walk away from whatever this is. But yeah, that's your challenge, still having hope and seeing the positivity in the situation. You're losing hope and you don't see any positivity in this situation. And you know, you're not looking on the bright side of things. Okay. Now your advice is that you should pay attention. Okay. Pay attention to the news that's coming in, the news that they tell you. Somebody's going to come and tell you something, but you need to pay attention to what they're telling you, because this could be somebody that just likes to gossip. You know, this card indicates you being beware of unbridled enthusiasm. Check the facts when somebody comes to you, because they could be flighty. It could be rumors and things like that. And these rumors could actually be just causing conflict or trying to cause conflict, because you got the Five of Swords aspecting that. So these rumors could be about some type of tension or some type of conflicts, because you're wanting to win at all costs. You're wanting to bring in this security, this money in abundance. You're wanting your justice to come in, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. But being that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it, you need to be very careful of what your actions are, what you're planning to do or say. Okay, to get this win or this justice coming in, or what you feel is a balancing of the scales. All right. Be mindful of your actions. Okay. All right. That's what I have for you for your tarot for this week. Okay. God bless you, and I'll see you next week. Bye now, Gemini.